The province is set to announce new schools for Calgary and the rest of the province this morning, an announcement that comes on the heels of the UCP budget that included a freeze on funding for education. This is where we bring in Danielle Smith from Global News Radio 770 CHQR to continue this conversation this morning. Good morning to you, Danielle. I know you are having the Minister of Education on your show today.
Yeah, she's going to be on today. I think we have her on about in my 10:30 half hour to announce what I think should be good news for Calgary. Calgary's got some pretty big needs. If you look at their capital plan, because they have to do a capital plan every year that projects out what their student population is going to look like and where the schools are that are needed. And if you look at the southeast and the north of Calgary, oh my goodness, like the schools are bursting at the seams. Part of the way that they manage that is that they bus kids into inner city schools so that they can keep the utilization fairly even. But if you look at the need in, for instance, the southeast, it's if all the kids were going to schools that were built locally, they would have 140, or if all of them were going to the ones that are there right now, they'd have 147% utilization. And in the north, it's pretty similar, about 140% utilization. So they are just stacked. And the problem when you don't have schools in the places that you need them is then you end up spending a lot of money on busing. So you've got to make a decision. Do you spend the money up front on the building, or do you end up spending it in the long term on busing kids from one place to another? So there are some announcements for Calgary today. Very unlikely to be I think there's 6 or 7 that they have on their list of priorities. Very unlikely that they're going to get their entire $200 million wish list for this year. But there should be some good news from the minister today on that.
Minister of Education on Danielle's show today around 10:30 this morning. Thanks, Danielle.
Thank you.